stage. Now, our viewers are always telling us that they think that Holly has one of the best jobs out there because she gets to travel and she gets to go to so many places, and I think she would agree.
I think she would too, and today, no exception, she is at the M.e.swing Coffee Company. It's in Alexandria, Virginia. Holly, good morning.
I think we should do a week here at Swing's Company, or Swing's Coffee, because this is a wonderful place, and we are learning all about the science of coffee, which they know because they've been in this business since 1916. And good coffee doesn't just happen. There is a real science behind it. So we brought you into the lab now to see how they perfect the taste of all of their coffees. Mark Wormuth is the owner and president. Carl Dodge is the roast master, and Dan Sid is joining us now. He is the brew master. Brewmaster, roast master, there's a lot of masters here.
Hey.
it takes a lot,
we do.
right,
yes.
for what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we in the process? Kind of tell me what's going on here now.
All right, cupping is the process that we use to evaluate coffees, both to decide what we're going to purchase and quality assurance type stuff, you know, throughout the week. At this point, we're steeping. So the way it works is we first grind the coffee into the cup, and we just smell the dry aroma.
Dan, did you spend time in a coffee house in Seattle?
I have never been to Seattle.
Really, man, you were just like right out of the...
Yeah, you know,
I just coffee house in D.C.
There you go. There you go.
I've spent much time in the coffee houses in D.C.
Okay, so when you're smelling it, what are you looking for?
Fragrances and aromas that are coming off the ground coffee. When we evaluate the coffee, we're evaluating the aromas coming off of the coffee. It's a good way to determine the freshness of the coffee as well as origin of the coffee.
As the roast master, what are you looking for?
One of the things I look for is just consistency, because like up here we have the Mescal blend, which is, as we were saying earlier, is our oldest blend. We've been roasting this since, 1918, and we want to make sure that when we come up here that when I'm blending and roasting this, that it's going to taste the same every single time we do it.
Because people will have expectations, right? So you always want to meet that, right?
With coffee.
Okay, so we smell it, and then we do what, Dan?
Then we add the water and steep it for 4 minutes, and as it's steeping, we actually go back through and smell it again with the water added, just to see if the aromas have changed or developed any. So we just get right down in there and just give it a nice big whiff. And then after it's steeped for 4 minutes, this is sort of the biggest part of the cupping process, because as this coffee's been steeping, you can sort of see there's a crust that's formed on top of the coffee grounds, and there's all sorts of aromas and gases under that crust. So we do what's called the break, where you push that crust away with a spoon, and it releases a burst of aroma, and you really want to get that. And
I'm ready for the burst.
all right, so what you do, I'll do one, and then you can do one if you like. But you
I thought you were going to burst and I was going to smell, but that's okay.
So what you do is you just get down here and you just give it a try.
Oh, wow. It really is a burst. No, I thought I was going to sneeze, but I'm not. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then from there?
Then from there, we would clean it, because you see you got all the foam and coffees. So we clean those off, and we've got some ready for us down here. A couple single origins, a Papua New Guinea and an Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. And then what we do after that is simply taste it. So what you do is you take a little spoonful, and you just...
Now, you really have to make that sound?
Yeah, you do. It's kind of... I know.
That wasn't bad manners. That you really need to do that for the process?
Yeah, it's the opposite of what you were taught growing up, because what you're trying to do is get the coffee over your entire palate and sort of hit the whole tongue.
But then not swallow it and spit it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing this by myself. Come on, everybody, slurp and spit. Who knew this is how you were supposed to do coffee?
You can drink it if you want to, but we do this all day long.
After I spit it back in there. No. Hit me from here, right?
And we're sampling coffee all day long.
Yeah, it's kind of like wine tasting, right? And so, and you guys literally, you cup every day?
Just about every day. We're open to the public for public cuppings on Fridays at 9:30.
Really?
So anybody who's watching is more than welcome to join us Fridays here in Alexandria at 9:30 for a public cupping.
Public cupping. Who knew? I didn't even know. So much fun. MyBoxCC.com is
fun, right?
It is a lot of fun because you're slurping and spitting. You're not allowed to do that. Your mom can't even yell at you. We have a link to their website if you want to find out more, especially if you want to find out where all they are available. Coming up in our next hour, what are we moving on to?
We're going to do a couple of different brew methods.
Brewing. Yes. One does have to brew the coffee, and then we're going to do latte art.
Absolutely.
I was going to bust you out for the coffee dripping down your chin, but you got it. All right, back to you guys.
Lerp and spit, something new for you this morning, Holly. It's always something new. I never knew how they did that, though. That's fascinating.
Yes, it is.
Well, it sounds fun. Maybe if you had to do it all day long, it wouldn't be quite as much fun.
And they're still at it. I can hear it. All right. Thanks so much,
Allison
Holly.
just brought her coffee up here.